I have a bad feeling about this.
Do you?
That's what George Clooney says.
Well, that's what I say going to any George Clooney movie. Hey guys, so today we're going to be reviewing Gravity, which stars Sandra Bullock, George Clooney, the voice of Ed Harris, some other people that died, so we don't really know who they were. And it's directed by Alfonso Cuarón.
So Sandra Bullock and George Clooney are up there in space. They are trying to fix the satellite, and bad things happen. And they get separated, and they drift apart, and then they get joined together through a string. And yeah, but that's
That's it. That's the movie. That's the plot of the movie. Visually, it looked really good. We saw it in IMAX on the big screen.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for all of its nice spectacle and everything, the 3D aspect of it, and it was shot specifically for 3D, it just didn't do it for me. Like, there was things floating around, and sure, it had the depth, but a lot of films got the depth, but did it add anything? I didn't have, like, I want stuff floating at me, and this was the perfect movie to be able to do it. You've got all the debris everywhere and things flying here and there, but we didn't get that. Story-wise,
Sandra Bullock's backstory about
her daughter,
kid, whatever, that was boring.
Why?
She was boring. This whole depressing thing was boring.
it added nothing to it. Like, she couldn't get over the daughter's
like
death. And say, like, she wanted George Clooney after he died to say hi to her daughter and all this shit. Like, why don't you just die and say it to her yourself?
Also,
You miss her
why
that
would
much?
NASA send some doctor who
6
is
months
not-
of training.
yeah, not trained at all? Like, she was a dumbass up there.
Yeah.
She
And that's
was
what-
already feeling seasick or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
space sick.
And that's what's supposed to be her character development. So she starts off like that, and then, like, she's going from one situation, fighting for a life, one to the other. And it's the way you build the drama in movies, of course. You have one thing happen, and then something bigger happens, and then something bigger happens. But it just constantly happened. Like, it was just ridiculous. It was a big joke. And at one point, like at the end, the audience was just laughing because they just had enough of it. She wouldn't be able to have gone from where they were to where the International Space Station was. And she only had 8 bars of oxygen or whatever. And I doubt very much it would have lasted that long. Because it went pretty quickly, and yet she somehow managed to make it all the way. And then when she was running out of it, she spent like another half an hour like trying to get back into the shuttle. She would have died. She would have run out and died. Even after it ended, she was going on forever. And she was getting and losing consciousness, but she was still able to keep going. No.
Space is big. So,
And then that blew up. And then she had to go to the Chinese one. Oh, and in the International Space Station, here we go, she could read Russian. She knew how to read the manual. Then she goes to the Chinese one. She knows how to read Chinese. Well, she doesn't
No,
really
she
know
don't.
Chinese. It's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. As if you're going to be able to fly a spaceship.
no,
Eeny,
but
meeny, miny,
they
mo.
said that it was good. Oh, okay, that way, yeah.
Bullshit. So Sandra Bullock turns down the oxygen because she's had enough. She just wants to die. So she turns down the oxygen. And she has this weird daydream thing. Kowalski comes back. He talks to her and then tells her how she's going to fly, how she can fly the ship and save herself. And then she turns back up the oxygen and lives. Like, if she was that far gone that she's bloody daydreaming, I doubt she's going to suddenly have the collective thoughts to be able to save herself.
Yeah.
She should have died. I thought she had died.
I think having the daydream scene just sort of made it unrealistic, to be quite honest, because
Because people were laughing. Yeah, it wasn't... It seemed so out of place because it's such a serious... Like, it took itself serious for the whole
Far-fetched.
film.
it was
And then you've got this
far-fetched.
one scene... Was the dog supposed to be a serious thing as well? Like, when she's howling? That was weird.
Yeah, that was really weird.
But yeah, the scene definitely seemed out of place with the rest of the movie. What did you think of the dialogue?
It was a bit forced, I reckon.
It
What do you
was...
think?
It wasn't the best dialogue I've ever heard. George Clooney was annoying, but
He was
George
so
Clooney is always annoying in every film that he's in. So what are you going to score this one?
A thumbs up. I wasn't too impressed. So let's just say if it was between 1 and 10 and 5 was in the middle, I would give it a 6.
I'll give it a thumbs up. I didn't think it was a fantastic movie, but I thought it was alright. So that's it. Have you guys seen it? What did you think?
Comment down below and like the video.
And we'll catch you next time. Bye.